Hey everyone, I'm doing this video about how long does wafer paper last, mostly for my customers because a lot of them want to know how far in advance should they buy their wafer paper for their parties. And really the only thing that damages wafer paper is moisture, which would be like water, because humidity is okay. Excessive humidity might really make it soft, but when you get a lot of moisture, like from a very humid fridge, that can make it warp and bubble. So you don't want to, put too much moisture in it. But when I send you wafer paper, it's going to be in a package like this, and it's a resealable Ziploc bag that's food safe, and it has the instructions on the back. So you basically keep it in this until you need it. And you can open this up and look at your pieces and then put them back in the bag and reseal it. And these will last literally for years. I'm not kidding. As long as you store it out of the light and out of any kind of excessive moisture or super dry environments, then it will stay the way it is and you don't need to worry about it. I would order wafer paper a couple months ahead of time just because you don't need to store it for that long, but that'll give you enough time to get it to you before your event and make sure that it gets to you in good shape and it doesn't get lost in the mail and that kind of thing, because you never know what's going to happen. So if you want to read the full article about this, go to Google and search for how long does wafer paper last, because I go into a lot more detail about why you need to do certain things and what to avoid. But in general, if you're buying wafer paper from me, you can get it a couple of months, like 1 to 2 months in advance of your event. That's all you need to do. You don't need to store it. If you want to order it way ahead of time just to check it out, that's fine. You can do that. Nothing's going to happen to it and it won't go bad. It doesn't really go stale. It's not fresh or stale. It just is starch. It's potato starch. So that's really the answer. But if you want to read more detail about it, go to Google, search for a cake to remember, how long does wafer paper last? And a blog article that I wrote with a lot more details will come up. If you have any questions, post them. And if you are one of my customers and you're still wondering, feel free to send me a message and I will be glad to get back to you about that.